Good morning, welcome back to the Grateful Rose River Homestead. It's Friday. Friday. Hey, it's Mother's Day's weekend. Make sure you say if you got a special mother in your life, make sure, and it doesn't have to be a biological mother, it could be a stepmother. Make sure you give a shout out to her, okay? Show her that you appreciate her a little bit, okay? Even um, biological mothers are very special in their own place. But I'll tell you who really my hat goes off to is the stepmothers, the ones that step up and take the place of a biological mother. Because a lot of times they're the ones who really have an impact on a child's life. That's just me saying that, okay? And it also goes out to all the fathers who are raising their children without a woman in their life. And hats off to you, brothers. I was one of them before I got married. And so I truly want to wish my mother a happy Mother's Day and a heavenly Mother's Day, to a woman who watched over us when my mother and my father was working. And she was really had an impact in my life. And that is shout out to Barb. God bless you, Barb. We miss you. And so, happy Mother's Day to all of you. All right. Well, it's Friday. It's been a while since we did a video, or should say I did a video. It's been a busy week here on the homestead. Well, where did I start at? Well, I'll tell you what, where I ended yesterday. How about that? Let me switch you around here. Oh, all right. This is where I ended yesterday. Now, I've already mowed over there. The water finally receded. Still got water in our little canal here, which I need to figure out how to get that draining out to here. Out to here. You see where all that dark patch is right there? Well, there was a big tree there at the very opening. Come around this way, I guess would be better. See where that dark patch is right there? Started at? I removed a big tree there yesterday. Last night, actually, it was like, oh my gosh, it was like almost 8 o'clock, 8:30ish. I don't know what time it was. It was late. I know the dark was closing in on me. But I ended up mowing that area there. I could have just removed the tree, but I was like, well, hey, I got all the debris out of that area, and then I got wanted to mow that. See that big tree right there? My plan is, once I get my chainsaw equipment, I have a chainsaw, but I need to get the proper gear, the chaps and the helmet. I want to look like Bob the Builder, people. But seriously, I want to make sure I'm properly protected, and that way I can cut up these logs here, trees here, get them trees cut up. There's one, you probably really can't see in the video, right there is a big log too that needs to be cut up. And then I got one over there, got to get trimmed up, cut up. Mowed yesterday. That was the start of yesterday's morning. I got up at, I was in a lot of pain. I was up by 5:30ish. Got mowing around 6:30. Didn't get done till last night, till almost 9. Yeah. And Carmen was out here, and we did all kinds of work. Oh Lord. Get ready for some cuteness overload. You're going to see Wanderlust first, and then not where old Miko's at. Oh, he's up there on the hill. You'll see him here in a minute. So I mowed yesterday. After mowing, then I went in and had some lunch. Got a video of not for you, for this channel, but for cuteness overload. Oh no, it's the Wanderlust. All right, girl, get down, cuteness. All right, there you go. You showed everyone how cute you are. Down. And there's the old Miko. Oh, yes. He's a bad boy. He peed in his cage last night. I thought we were going to go for 3 nights in a row with no pee, but he proved me wrong. Now, the little girl here, not that big dog, that's Gypsy, but she's done 3 nights in a row. She might be out of her cage where she could be trusted. No, I'm just kidding. She gets into too much trouble. They, for some reason, they have fascination with our tablecloth. They like to pull off the tablecloth. So, well, anyways, back to the video here. So I came out here with all the equipment and arsenal that I needed. I trimmed all this out here. Still got all the debris here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do here. I like to find someone that's got a bucket on their tractor and they can just push all the stuff out into the river where it came from, because that's where all this debris came from. Now, some of it came from a tree, but so I trimmed all this out. Are you ready for some major overhaul? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Look at that. All cleared out. Except for there. Now I'll tell you why I stopped. It took me several hours to do all this because I had to cut down trees that were in here. Some of you'll see laying down there. I cut off a bunch of branches that were hanging over the tree there. Still got that one that's hanging right there, but I couldn't reach that one, so I have to get I have a tree clipper that handheld tree clipper that I could probably reach out and grab that. But so I had to cut all this out. I mean, it took about an hour, almost 2 hours just to do this. Well, my trimmer, the screws on the bottom of the trimmer, I don't know if it got stripped or if it just wasn't, I don't know why, but for some reason it just started coming off. And I was going to stop. I was like, nah, I'll keep going. I screwed it back on and, well, the cap came off. The bottom of it came off. And I went to lift up my trimmer. Pew, pew. There went my spool head right out into the water. No, I am not going out there to get it. I wouldn't even know where to start looking at it anyways. But so I gotta get a new spool head for the trimmer, and then I'll get back to starting this. But I would say I've done a pretty darn good jump on this so far. Let's see, what else did I do this week? Oh gosh, I can't believe I forgot to talk about that. I trimmed over here too, trimmed out the bowl. I did find the, remember how a couple videos back I talked about there's a inlet. I'll take you down here and show you. Now it is not working. It's just basically left open all the time. I won't be able to really get down to it, but I can show you where it's at. See right down there? Right there, right about there. I don't know if it got damaged or how it's supposed to work, but it's open right now. I don't know how that's supposed to work, if it's supposed to close when it floods or what, but that's been open, so that's probably why we get a lot of water in the bowl. I don't know. I really don't know how it works. But yeah, check out that craziness. They just buried tile. Now, I don't know why there's tile there, but there's tile. But I did find a bunch of bricks. I mean, gosh. Not center blocks, but just little bricks. See how there's all these little bricks? I'm like, man, I could use these for something. So, But yeah, now you can get down here. You could actually go down here and fish. You could sit right there is where I was sitting at. You could sit, cast the line out that way, and then it'll float down river. That's what I plan on doing. But yeah, I mean that's the start. You see how there's trees, and right there's a big tree inside the bank here. That's got to come down. So them are not really anything major. I can get them with my saw that I use. But I noticed this yesterday when I was mowing. This wall here gave away. Where Gypsy's at, all these bricks fell down. I assumed just over time it's just giving away, so I just got a center block down there by the river, so I got to get down here, and when I get down to this area here, I'll repair this. That's why it took so long to fix all that. See how this is what I cut up yesterday. This is what I'm talking about. See how there's all these old rushes and trees, and I mean, there's just all kinds of brush here that you have to go through before you can actually trim. You got more trees. See how there's this tree right here? This all got to come down. This will all come down. Let's see, I'll just work my way down the bank. Now, this never got trimmed out last season. Just didn't have time really. So all this has got to be trimmed out. And any of you watchers who would like to come down and help me trim, hey, I ain't gonna pass that up. Now there isn't much really I can do right in here. I'm not removing all this rock. It's staying. It's staying. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what that is right there. There's pieces of wood. There's center blocks, how they laid it there. And see, here's all these rocks, or concrete pieces, I guess would be more the word for it. Now over here is a debris field where it looks like they just threw all the wood down here. Now it could have came down from the trees, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Now my wife thinks this is honeysuckle. And it looks like it might be. I'm not 100% sure on it. To me, honeysuckle looks different, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen a honeysuckle. You ever sucked on honeysuckles? Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I got to come down through here. Now this isn't too bad because I already trimmed all this last season. This is where I started at. So this isn't too bad. But here's more pile of wood. Now most of this I'm just going to throw out in the river. Throw it out there. And last season, this is all trimmed out from last season. Actually this was done, I don't know when that was done. I remember one day it was nice out. It was during the winter time, it was nice out. So I already cleared this out pretty good. I just got to take out that tree, little trunk right here. And that post there, that's a post, that's not a tree. I could be wrong, but it looks like just like that. So I got to finish clearing this out good. This thing here, you can't really move. It's really heavy, so it's not going to get moved. That's going to stay there. There's nothing I can really do about that. Then I got to take care of this big boy. This is that tree that uprooted a couple videos ago. I showed you it uprooted. But I'm going to get a chainsaw and cut all this up. That way we can get back down there to fish on the outlet. I'll tell you, with center blocks, that center block down there, you see that center block way down there? Yeah, right there. That's been there since last season, and I thought for sure it'd be gone because we had such a heavy debris field. As you can see here, excuse me, gypsy girl. See that tree right there laying over top, the big tree? That's not from us. That's from somewhere down the river it came. So that's free firewood, you know, so I can cut that up and we'll use that. Just like this big tree here, we're going to use that. Get it drying out, and that way we'll have firewood. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do once I get to about right there on the log, because I don't plan on dragging that big boy out of the water. So I might have to, when I get down to right there where the water cuts out, where I can't, I don't know, I might be able to go out there a little further. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do that. That log might just be there until we have another big heavy. Let's see, it goes way, see that right there? That's the tip of the tree. And I think it's a little bit more out. That's like the iceberg. So there's no way you really can drag that out. I mean, unless you had a big truck, but there's no way to really get a truck in here because of the fire pit. So I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do with that yet. Or I should say I'm going to do with it, because I'm the one that's going to have to be working on this. Alright, so this is the debris that I brought up yesterday from the bank, and when I cleared all that out, this is all going to be for campfire for the season, so we can use it for firewood, kindling. I'll probably break up some sticks and fill up our trash cans that I keep my kindling in. My grass is coming up great. I'm thinking next weekend I'm going to rake all this up, take down this, but it looks like it came back pretty good. The seeds took. I'm kind of really proud of it, because this was all but a mud pad. I do need to fill this in with more seed. I need to get seeding for this spot here. I'm not too worried about over here, because I'm not 100% sure yet what we're going to do with this area here. But I might throw some grass seed down here until we figure it out. All right, and like I said earlier, back there in the back, I said, oh, I forgot all about that. The garden is officially done up here in the front. I tilled it up the other, gosh, I don't know what day that was. Tuesday, I think. Wednesday or Tuesday, I can't remember which day it was. But I put new bed, I got all the beds in now. All the beds are in for Paisley Girl to take care of. I still got to come along here and pick all these rocks up that came out. It's crazy to think about all this rock. But the way I understand it from the neighbor, this where we're walking, I almost fell. Pop bear going down. Oh no! But anyways, this area was nothing but, it was almost like it was flat. The way I understand it is you could actually ride your bike, because one of the guys that lives here was a kid here, and he said that he was able to ride his bike right down there. So this was all built up. So this was all nothing but fill-in dirt. They brought in loads of fill dirt. He just brought in, dirt and filled all this in. So that's why you get rocks like that. So, but I got most of it all done. Like I said, all these beds are done. Now it's Paisley Girls. Don't these look like graves? I thought to myself, now Paisley Girl could probably bury me in one of these when I die. No, I'm just kidding. I better not give her any ideas. Remember that song, Earl? Like my little rock mounds that I created. I mowed all this and trimmed it before I put the beds in, finished the beds in. And I was come up here and I was like, well, I got all these rocks spread all over the place. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to make a big pile. Make piles. So that's what I did. Create a little, as Paisley Girl says, it looks like little Indian mounds. which I kind of do. I like it. So the property's coming along. It's coming along. I don't know if we're going to get I know that I am going to try to get at least the fence posting in this season. That'll be something that I definitely want to get done. At least get the fencing post put in. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the fence in yet. There's just a lot of other fires in the frying pan. So that's pretty much it. The garden up here in the front is done. I got to do the back still. I'll take you back there real quick. Her carrots are coming up. She's got some potatoes coming up. She was getting so distraught about her potatoes, and I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, it takes a while, Paisley girl, for potatoes to come up. They don't just, you know, she wants to see them right away, you know, but you got to wait. It's like magic, you know. I mean, all right. Strawberry plants are looking good. I can't wait to get some fresh strawberries out of there. Look at her garlic. Garlic looking good. Oh yeah. Look at that. How Mother Nature takes over real quick. I mowed this twice now, and I got to till all this up still. Still got the outline. So we'll just have to redo the outline, and then just go down. I'll go down I'll just make strips back and forth, and she can go behind me and do whatever she's got to do in here. Look at the chickens. I won't go too far. The chickens are coming along good. We did have the little ramp down, but they are big enough now. They can. Yesterday was a test run, and morning they came right out. Look at the one fighting there. Get away from there. That's mine. See him down there? See them right there kicking each other? It's hilarious. I could sit here all day and watch these birds. It's hilarious, the things they do. But yesterday was a test run with the ramp, and they went right back in the coop at nighttime without even using the little chicken ramp, or whatever you want to call it. And we've been moving it along here. This is a total of 6 days here. 3 days on grass, and then we just move them down. That's one patch, and they'll just keep going. We're gonna just keep them going down that way. Once I get to that fence post right there, I'll take them up alongside the garden, and then down the side, and then I'll take them down one side and then bring them back up, and just keep going down till I get to the crazy dog down there, Wanderlust. Next weekend I will be opening up the pool. I want to get this garden taken care of. I might be doing a little bit of both. I got to do some repairs on the decking. The deck's pretty dry rotted, so I got to do some repairs on it. Caught 2 coons, and I know it's going to be hard for some of you to handle, but I dispatched them humanely. They were taken care of. Then I caught a possum. Paisley girl said she saw another possum last night, so got to put some more kitty food out, because that's how I caught the 3. So I just got to put some more out there. I just haven't had a chance to do that. So, all right, let me switch you back around here. Well, let's just end this with Happy Mother's Day to all your mothers, dads out there who are mothers as well, because I know how it is being a single father and raising a child. I've been there, done it, brother. And so happy Mother's Day to everyone who takes care of children. All right, maybe they're not even your biological children, but you've stepped into the role as a mother, and you're doing it. You're rocking it. All right. So happy Mother's Day to all you. And Paisley girl and I send our best love to all you mothers out there. We love you. Peace, love, And happiness goes out to each one of you. We will see you on the next video, and we thank you. Hey, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. That way you get updates from the Grateful Rose River Homestead. Peace. I love you all. Happy Mother's Day.